Hello, my fellow citizens. My name is Bob Greenan. I'm announcing my candidacy for the presidency of the United States today. I live in Big Bear Lake, California, 7,000 feet up, and I can still breathe, Good clean air up here. Okay, well, I'm a writer, a poet, an artist, a musician. I'm in 2 bands up here. And I'm an observer of the American scene all my life. I'm 61 years old. And I've been looking at it and wondering what to do about it all these years. And this is my chance, at least to speak to you. It's a little unusual, a guy like me just coming out of nowhere and wanting to be president of the United States. I have no experience as a politician, as a bureaucrat. My only experience is in thinking. And I've thought a lot about things. I think we've had too many conventional answers in this country. We go to war at the drop of a hat for no good reason. We kill our sons and daughters for no good reason, which makes me very, very angry that this goes on. And all our conventional answers are just that, conventions. We use them to protect ourselves from the truth, I think. I've written a lot of things, and I'm trying to find the thing that I want to tell you. The thing that I need, that I'm here for, is to tell you that there's another way of living, I believe. We're always trying to find somebody who's going to take care of all our problems, and that's what the whole thing is about, this running for president. We're looking for a hero or a heroine to save us from all our problems and take care of all our problems. And it just doesn't work. And the problem is us. We still we act like children, is what I believe. Children are secondary to their parents, and to their school teacher. And it seems to me that we continue to live in this way as children. And we listen to, we put a president up and we make him some kind of god, some kind of special person. All he is a bureaucrat. He works at a desk and he takes care of things that he can take care of. He can't take care of your problems, So, what do we do about it? Well, I think we have to stop looking for individuals to help us figure it out. We have to figure it out together. We have to have a dialogue with each other. We have to open up the encyclopedia and find new answers. Open up ourselves. And say how are we going to live? That's why I want to. I listen to candidates and I never hear them ask the right questions. People are asking them questions. I think they need to ask people, the population of America, the question, what do you want? How do you want to live in this world? Life in these United States, presidential election, unhappy citizens, bureaucrats, politicians, State of the Union, war, hostility, conspiracy, conventional answers to deep-rooted problems, solutions that are all on the surface. Candidates for president asked to take the heat for all our troubles and then asked to fix them. I'm here to perhaps show you a better way. It means that you, us, we begin to take responsibility for ourselves, for our lives, and how we go about getting what we need. So every 4 years we go through this process of looking for a savior to handle our discontent. It doesn't work. It's never worked. And you know it. You've seen it all through history. But these things just don't work. What we really want is someone to blame. Someone to nail to the cross. And don't you think it's about time we grew up? I think so. I want to begin a dialogue wherein we all can recover our natural selves. our natural rights as human beings in God's universe. We live in an artificial mindset that doesn't serve our real needs. We bow down to, give power and influence to men and women who don't know any more than we do. And they operate from false premises. I think it's time we examine our beliefs about ourselves, what we think we are, where we came from, what we want, and how we go about getting what we want. It's time to stop blaming this mysterious them out there that we point at as the reason for all our problems. Politicians, corporations, lawyers, the whole gamut of people that have power. We give power to, We support them in every day of our lives. We don't want war. How about stopping paying your taxes? How about stopping buying things from corporations that you don't like? How about getting yourself healthy so you don't need health insurance? Take a look at ourselves. Let's find out how we operate, really, instead of going around blaming everybody else, And it's time to stop acting like children, all of us, me included. I include myself in the whole thing, How do we stop war, How do we feed people? How do we feed the poor? How do we get jobs? How do we deal with people who want to come to this country and can't get in this country, or they come in illegally? These are all the problems we define as problems in our lives. Well, the problem is that we don't want to take care of anybody else or ourselves. Really, we pollute ourselves. We know that we do, and we continue to do it, on and on and on. We don't want to recycle. We want to put poisons in our body every day. We buy food that is filled with additives and things that poison us, give us cancer, and we all complain about it. Well, everybody's got cancer, or whatever, heart disease. Well, what are you going to do about it? Well, how about changing your life and the way you live your life? You expect me, as president, to change that? My idea about being a president is if I became president, the first thing I would do is to find out what my powers are and define them and tell you, the people, what those powers are, what I'm capable of doing. I'm not going to produce miracles. I'm not a miracle maker. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not God. I'm just a man. What do we do with this whole mix? What do we want for our lives? How do we want to make it better? Are we just going to keep eating our way into the grave, smoking our way into the grave, and taking drugs so we don't have to feel anything that we actually feel? And we need to have all these things. We need to feel what we are. That's one of my things, is about feelings. And I think in our country and in our world, we don't feel enough of our feelings. We repress, and we act out our repression in stupid ways. We're angry, whatever. We don't want to feel it. We're sad. We're unhappy. We're grief-stricken. We're whatever. And we end up using other things to hold down our feelings about things. But we live in a time of serious events that affect us all. We have global warming. We have wars that we don't want to fight, that are necessary to fight. What are we going to do about it? That's my philosophy. That's what I believe. What I believe is that we have it in us already. We have all the tools. We have all the ideas that we can make this world a better place for everybody. We just have to pick them up and use them. Stop taking tools and stop taking a hammer and trying to screw a screw into the wall. You need a screwdriver. You have to have the right tools to do things. Caring about each other, and that's my message. And I hope you will vote for me.